family, peace and love. This is your boy Chris Enlightened coming back again with some more spiritual vittles. And today I'm going in on fighting fear and anxiety. This is a good one, family. This is a good one. The reason why this is a good one because during my consultations, some of my clients, well most of my clients when they call in, they have extreme fear and anxiety. And I started to surmise a way to deal with that. And what I do is tell them these two things. When you're dealing with anxiety, when you're always feeling worried about things, you're looking at your reality from a self-centered persona. You're looking at it from a self-centered perspective. Everything is I, or why. When you look at life like that, everything's attacking you. But when you look at life outwardly, like how can I? When you look at life like that, you begin to subliminally formulate a reason or a method of combating your anxiety. It's just as simple as that. Whenever you're looking at life from a self-centered perspective, all arrows point directly to you. You're in the middle of this auditorium of life, and everyone's looking at you for the answers. But when you're in the middle of the auditorium and giving answers, how can I? Thinking of ways to help people. That's when life changes for you. And that's what I've done. I used to always worry, had extreme anxiety. When or why is it that my life was in shambles. But when I started writing books, doing consultations, helping people, making videos, giving money to people in need, my life changed. I started to receive that which I was given. And when you give yourself a bunch of anxiety, the universe responds accordingly. It always does. That's the law of correspondence. Every action that you do, either physically or mentally, reacts within your reality. That's the law of correspondence. The universe will correspond to how you think and how you feel and how you act, and most importantly, the way you perceive things. And that's the bridge to fear. Fear occurs within you when you perceive your reality as real. Everything you're experiencing is real. But that's not the case. Since we live in an illusion, everything that you see isn't how you perceive it to be. But when you raise your level of perception, you have an overview of reality. And you realize things that you see isn't real. That's just your human aspect of yourself. Your pineal lets us know what we see. Things filter into our eyes. And from our experiences, from our knowledge, from our level of understanding and how we're vibrating, that's what we see. But when you start to vibrate higher, when you start to raise your level of awareness and perception on reality, you begin to see beyond things that you see. You begin to unveil the truth behind things. Even when challenging situations approach you, you see beyond it and you're able to see what's really there. So it's key that you raise your awareness, heighten your perspective, and start raising your vibration. There's a lot of things like the things we smoke, drink, eat that has detritus in it. And detritus is nothing more than spiritual waste. You can't see it, but you can see the effects that it has on your body and your mentality. So it's always good to do away with things that you don't need. When you have a clean cup of water, it looks good, it looks refreshing. The same things with your mind. When you have a clean mind, reality looks refreshing. But too many of us accept vices in our life that dirties our mental cup. It dirties your mental cup. And when you willingly put waste in your body, in your mind, you see all the waste around you. But when you clear your cup in your mind, you diminish the waste that you perceive is there. So those are some keys to diminishing anxiety and fear, family. You know, I was speaking to my niece and she started asking me about life and death. And I went on to tell her that when you live a life of worrying, doubt, regrets, death seems scary. It seems real scary. When you're always doing bad, hurting people, getting away with things. You don't get away with anything in this reality. Everything that you do, there's a record taken of it. There's actually an angel that's assigned to each human living and has ever lived. And they notate everything you do every day. And they judge you every night. Every night. Each one of us is judged in a court, a celestial court, about your deeds. And depending on what you've done, you might not wake up the next day. It's just as simple as that. But a lot of people aren't aware of that. But once you become aware of the celestial court that's taking place every day, your actions will change. The way you think will change. You want to be in court saying, wow, Chris did this, Chris did that, Chris did this. Chris is helping. He's raising his vibration. He's trying to evolve. He's trying to evolve. A lot of people don't even know the benefits of evolving, so that it's not on their radar. But when you live a life trying to evolve, help people, focusing on being pure, the reality after you transition changes. You'll get ushered up to higher realms of existence. You can come back and get reincarnated and be a teacher if you like. But this is my last time here, family. I'm done. I'm done. So on that note, family, I want you to think about fighting your anxiety, fighting your fear. You're strong enough to do anything in this reality. It's an illusion. And once you perceive life as an illusion, you begin to destroy fear. When you see life as an illusion, you begin to reconstruct the tapestry of your reality, family. You begin to bend reality. You can manipulate an illusion because it's not real. Imagine life like a wave of smoke. And when you're just walking through the smoke, you can't see because you think the smoke is all that there is. But when you realize that there's smoke there, you can blow it out your way and see what's really there. So I want you guys to go through life blowing away the smoke and seeing life for what it really is. Okay? So peace and love, family. It's your boy Chris Enlightened. I can be reached every Monday night on Twin Flame Radio with my lovely wife. That's blogtalkradio.com/Twin Flame Radio. You can call in live 619-924-0835 and speak with the God himself. And we're going to be on forever. So feel free to give us a call on Monday and support me. So on that note, peace and love, family. Winning!